Alright folks, we have a Carter lift pump model 4601 BD from RockAuto. I'm going to put in my Suburban. Looking at the wiring diagram, it doesn't really tell you much as far as how to hook up the wires. So from what I've seen other people do on the internet is this, you have this black knob here, and then you have these two. So with it oriented this way, so that black knob towards you, this is the terminal you apply power to, and this one is the ground. And I already spliced in a connector from an old lift pump I had, so that the brown wire goes to the power terminal, and then the other one goes to the black wire. Should be correct. We'll find out when we put it in. The connectors that come with it are huge. They're for like, I don't know what size, but I ended up going to the hardware store and picking up these ones that'll fit a 3/8 inch fuel hose, and I like these ones a little better. I put some yellow Teflon tape in there. It was just this stuff I got from Ace Hardware here in town. It's a yellow tape. It's meant for oils, propane, stuff like that. So this one's rated to 50 gallons per hour at 6 to 9.5 psi or something like that. So we're gonna throw this in there and see what kind of improvement we can get. Now there it is, up in the same spot as a stock lift pump. Got my wires going to the harness, straight to the plug-in. And yes, that was the right configuration for it to work. So I have it going to the 3/8 fuel line. I had to get the different fittings from the hardware store to fit in there, because the ones that came on it were absolutely just enormous. So I have it mounted, the rubber isolators are up there. The flange, not the flange, the bracket is bolted to the frame, and I used one of the bottom bolts, that one right there, that secured the stock lift pump in there. I used that in this corner, and it was the same size as the nuts that came with the kit. And then I had to drill the top hole, and the bottom hole was already there. That's all I'm good. So I just stuck a washer there so that it'd have a good surface to clamp onto. So that's it. And I just doubled up my hose clamps on both sides because I'm paranoid. But there's that. And then I installed this check valve from Detroit Diesel. And they don't tell you which way it goes. There's no direction, so just so you're aware, the direction it goes is, if you're looking at it and there's no hole, that's the direction that goes from the pump. The one with the hole goes up to the injection pump, and I think I need to tighten up this because it's leaking a little bit. So that's another thing to think about, is that it is definitely leaking, and I just now noticed that after getting down here. So I'll tighten that up and make sure that we get no problems, and she should hold more pressure. Well, this is going to be a warm start because I'm out here running errands, but I want to show you what the startup pressure is for this pump and kind of how loud it is. So I had the door open, so you'll see how loud this pump is. I have a wire to kick on with the glow plug, so it's going to cycle here shortly. I don't know if you can hear it through the camera, but you can hear it more than the the old one. I don't really know why it drops down like that when I start it, because I got a check valve right after it. So yeah, but after she's running, she'll maintain almost 13 psi. I see it go up to 14 sometimes, and the lowest I get is the 9. So pretty happy with this pump. We'll drive with it for a little bit and get on the highway and really floor it so you can see what the wide open throttle pressure is. And now we're just in the Home Depot parking lot, so just gonna get on the highway. Tooling around. It's maybe half throttle, getting on the on ramp. Alright, here we go. It's wide open. Back on the off ramp. I'm sure that just sent my EGTs through the roof. Well, after installing that pump, it says on the website 6 to 9.5 psi. Well, I'm seeing 13 and 14 at times. But what really matters is when I got on it full throttle, the lowest I saw was 9, maybe 8.5. But lowest I saw was 9. And that was just ripping it on the highway, empty, no load, no trailer. So I'm gonna, tow my boat with it. It's not a ton with it, but it'll at least give a little bit of a load for it and see how much more it makes, how much difference it makes really. But I'm pretty happy with it. The only thing about it is that the pump is a lot noisier than the last one. Last one you could barely hear it. This one is definitely there and announces its presence. So if you don't mind a little bit of noise, then this one shouldn't bother you too much. But if noise is a factor for you, maybe you might want to find a different one. But I'm pretty happy with this one so far, and it was only $100, minus a couple of fittings I had to source from a local hardware store, so like $106 plus tax. Pretty much it. Stay tuned for further videos.